Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
People saying marriage is scary because what if he doesn't like the same decor as I do? What if we don't like, the same shit? I have a simple solution. Marry someone that likes the same shit as you, and then you have no problems. That is a crazy concept.
Here's another crazy concept. You decide on the decor and he's gonna learn to love it. You're a woman, you're gonna do that either way, and half of men don't care about the decor. When's the last time you heard a man, I'm going drape shopping? Of course I want them in pink, they need to match my couch. I'm gonna go with never.
You can tell by the language a man uses whether or not he is interested in a commitment. Men who aren't ready for a commitment aren't talking about things like marriage, children, family. When they do, it's a very, very distant thought, or one day, or maybe. For men who are truly ready, they're thinking about where they need to be financially. They're thinking about what they're going to need to do to be a provider so that their wife, their partner can have children. They're making comments about things that they want to teach their children and help their children with. It is at the forefront of his mind, as opposed to a man who has barely given it any thought.
Well, the language I use is Romanian, except when I'm doing this. But regardless of the language you use, when it comes to early dating, not a lot of men are gonna talk about kids or getting married, because that scares a lot of women away.
I've been swearing off dating younger guys, but I think dating younger guys is the way to go. They kind of put you on a little bit of a. They don't got their shit figured out. That's okay. I do. I can drive. I'll pay the mortgage. No worries. But they're like a little puppy. They're just like so obsessed with you.
I know, right? That's why I'm only dating women in their 20s. They're also like little puppies. I throw them a bone and we're done. And I think I just gave a lot of you a heart attack. But I think she's onto something right there. She's paying all the bills, mortgage and all that. And that's absolutely fine for her as long as she's getting ran through by some 20 years old. It's only when she's dating me because of that biological clock that she develops standards and she suddenly knows her worth and I need to love her the way she deserves.
I fully thought the women in male fields trend was supposed to be women who work in male dominated industries talking about the misogyny that they experience in the workforce. And I was about to let it rip because I work in fintech. And then I realized that it's actually about dating roles reversed. And I'm actually in a really secure marriage. So I've got nothing juicy to add there. And now I'm embarrassed.
Embarrassed about what? That you're in a secure marriage? You would think that would be something to brag about. But if that whole trend is not about working in male dominated fields, then what is it about? Just some women on TikTok moaning and complaining about stuff? Oh no, I haven't seen that before.
Contrary to popular belief, most women that work in male-dominated trades are not a bunch of angry man-haters. In fact, we prefer working with men over women. Now, I'm not trying to tear down the sisterhood, let's go girls or whatever, but I don't actually care about the audacity Karen had to show up to work in that outfit, who she's dating, or where you got your nails done. I mean, that's cute and all, but I'm gonna go play in the dirt and tell an inappropriate joke about Jimmy's mom.
My mama taught me that if that man is not solving all of your problems, then he is your biggest problem. She also taught me that men should be the 3 Ps: provider, protector, problem solver. I have been loving seeing that I can't pay the mortgage trend with these provider men because they're like laughing. They're baffled. They're like, what do you mean, baby? Like, no. So one guy came on here and he was like, I want to see the 50-50 couples start doing the trend. And you know what? They did. They started doing the trend. I know the economy is hard. I live in California. Trust me, I know. But I feel like after you have kids and at a certain age, like gender roles really do matter. Some of these guys' reactions are truly like giving me the ick. And I feel like it's rage bait. Like there's no way that this is real. But the way that these men are reacting is like they do not have a problem-solving bone in their body. One of them was dead ass like, oh my gosh, we need to start packing our bags then. When you're describing what your husband does for you, you should not be describing a roommate. I'm sorry, no.
You should not be describing a wallet either. And what exactly do you mean by after a certain age and after you have kids, gender roles matter? Why do they only matter after you had kids? Some of you ladies have no idea why you're still single, do you? You're looking for the protector and the provider, but gender roles don't matter unless you have kids. Sure, why not? And by the way, none of those trends on TikTok are real. And this trend proved it even more. That's why men were laughing. You've never paid mortgage once since we've been living together, and now I should be worried that you can't pay mortgage? That's the dumbest trend I've ever seen.
Hey, babe.
Hmm?
I gotta tell you something.
What?
I don't think I'm gonna be able to pay the mortgage this month. Why are you laughing at me?
What are you talking about?
I don't have the funds. Like, I spent
The
it.
funds?
I spent it all.
Channing,
What are we gonna do?
first of all, our mortgage is on auto pay. Second of all, I don't know when's the last time you used the word funds.
Jaden!
What are you talking about?
I can't do it. I don't know
You
about...
don't do it.
Next month is looking bad, too. I don't know.
Next month?
I'm not jealous of anybody except these girls doing the I can't pay the mortgage this month prank. Where are you finding these men? I'm just wondering.
At the gender roles matter even before you had kids store. It's on the corner of I need to get off these streets with I need to also consider what men wants boulevard.
How many men would date an unattractive woman?
Exactly.
They wouldn't. They just simply wouldn't, okay? Because they have that standard. If you're unattractive, I don't want to date you. But once a woman has a standard and it's like, if you're a broke guy, and with broke guys, I don't mean men that are poor.
No.
I mean men that don't know how to create abundance. And that's a big issue. See, for example, for me, a broke man, how I classify it is like my dad. My dad refused to work. He doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to figure out how to work. He made my mom work her whole life and she was taking care of him, okay? He didn't respect himself and he didn't respect my mother. It was just not in balance at all, and my mom had to be hyper masculine to make up for the lack of masculine energy in the house, right? Now, when you have that, a person that doesn't know how to be abundant, that's a broke guy, okay? It doesn't matter how much money he makes, as long as he's trying, that's an abundant man.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people, they, especially women, they think like, oh, I just need a rich man. I've dated a very wealthy guy, probably the wealthiest guy I've ever dated. He was not generous at all.
Brokey.
Yeah, so that's a broke man.
Yeah.
Because what do I have with you? You're showing me every day how much money you're making, but what do I have with
where
it?
is it?
What do I care how much money you make, you know?
Actually, I don't know. You could have had a life of abundance, but it was just not going to happen on your own terms. And I don't think your father was broke at all. In fact, he knew exactly how to make abundance. He didn't want it to work, so he told your mom, get off your ass and go to work and make sure you bring home the good money. Yeah, I know that was a bad joke, I know. Regardless, the point that men don't date unattractive women is just dumb. First of all, you're not all 10, and second of all, to me, I decide what's attractive or not. And you, of course, may disagree.
Did it hurt when you fumbled me and then had to watch me through social media and see me heal and get 10 times hotter? I know that hurt.
Wait, this is you 10 times hotter? What the hell was he dating? No, wait, maybe he was blind. Yeah, that's probably it.
Dating in 2024 is cooked. Loyalty is out the window. Communication, out the window. Honesty, out the window. Commitment, out the window. Trust, absolutely destroyed. Everyone's too busy being in everyone else's DMs, liking everyone's pictures, going on the sneak. What happened to the days when two people actually loyally and honestly tried to get to know each other and build a relationship instead of some situationship that's going to last a few months before they move on to the next? Take me back to the 90s when it was simple, when you knew where you stood with people and when more people were more legit.
Okay, I'm gonna try to put this in the nicest way possible. Just like loyalty, commitment, and everything else you've said being out the window in 2024, 2024 is almost out the window. And 2025 is gonna be that much worse. Hope that helps.
Men telling themselves all the time, they do it in my comments, they've done it in real life, will admit that the only reason that they are asking women out on coffee dates are to check the vibe, to see if she's worth a $200 dinner, to see if there's chemistry. That's just immature. I'm not going out with men who have that type of mindset where I need to prove a dinner date. Like, you can't just invest in a dinner date to get to know me. You can't just put in that upfront investment to get to know women.
I can, and this is usually a hard choice. I can have all these three ladies at the same time for less than $200, or I can take you out on a first date for the same amount and maybe I can stand to be around you for more than 10 minutes. Now, this is a difficult choice. I think I'm gonna go with them though, if for no other reasons than just for the fact that they don't hide who they are. Alright, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.